Welcome back to Love by Design. My name is Joan Nwosu, and this is the final episode in the Dating Archetype series. If this is your first time, well, welcome. And I hope that you have a huge aha moment. And if this is not one of your profiles, you can go back and look at the other episodes to find out which one is your profile. And you can always get your free report to know what your profile is in the show notes below. So now this episode will mean that we have covered all of the 12 profiles. And today we're ending with the two most evolved ones, and that is the 6-2 and the 6-3. So these two profiles share the line 6, which is the role model. These are women who have lived through it all. The heartbreak, the healing, the reinvention, the awakening. And now they're not here to date like they did in their 20s or even their 30s. They're here to model what conscious, aligned, soul deep love actually looks like. But the 6-2 models through peace and discernment, whereas the 6-3 models through evolution and rebellion. So if you're a line 6, you know you didn't arrive here by accident. You earned this wisdom. And the love you're calling in now, it has to match the woman that you have become. So let's close this series out with the two most powerful archetypes in the arsenal, the 6-2 and the 6-3. So let's talk about the 6. So both of these archetypes both move through 3 very distinct phases of life. And that is phase 1, which is from birth to about age 30, where they're in the experimenter phase, meaning that they try everything, they make all the mistakes, they date different types of people, they learn through contrast. And people will keep judging them. Why can't you just settle down? But you can't, because you're gathering data through your lived experiences. And then they step into the second phase of their lives, which is from around age 30 to 50. At this point, they are the observer. They step back, they sit back and they watch. They watch, they watch, they observe, and they integrate everything that they are learning. So if you're a 6, this is when you become discerning. This is when you become selective. This is when you are done performing. And some people might just think, oh no, she's bitter, but you're not. You're wise. That's the 6 wisdom. And then the final phase, which is 50 and beyond, which is the role model phase. This is when the line 6 steps back in. But now, when she's not experimenting anymore, no. She's not performing anymore. No, now, line 6, you are now the model. You are here to show the rest of us what evolved love looks like. So people will look at you and think, oh my God, she's been through fire and she still chooses love. Wow, look at how she does it now. So both the 6-2 and the 6-3 move through these 3 different, very distinct phases of life, but they emerge differently. So let's differentiate the two. The 6-2, the Soulful Sage. This is the elevated romantic. She's the woman who carries peace like a superpower. I know a few of the 6-2's wonderful souls. So here's her story. So in the first phase of her life, well, she tried, she dated, she gave people chances, she worked, some of the relationships worked out, most didn't. And then in the second phase, she withdrew. She got clear, she stopped apologizing for her standards. Her friends were probably saying to her, you're too picky, no one's perfect, just choose one. But she wasn't looking for perfect. She was looking for aligned. And now, in phase 3, she's here. She's not settling, not for chemistry without depth, not for potential without presence. She's not bitter, she's just selective. Because the 6-2 also has that line 2, which is the hermit, the natural. She doesn't need to be out there. She doesn't need to prove anything. She's magnetic. And her magnetism comes from her presence, from her peace, from her stillness. So here's her dating pattern right now. She's not on the dating apps chasing strangers. She's just living her life fully. And when a man enters her world through a trusted introduction, through her community, through aligned timing, she just observes. Does he match my peace? Or does he disrupt it? Can he meet me in my depth? Or does he want the highlight reel? Is this love, or is this just another lesson? So, one of the biggest traps of the 6-2 is that she might just be waiting for a long time, right? Because she's looking for that person who is spiritually evolved enough that she misses out on men who might be willing to evolve. Not all men come fully evolved, right? So it's about being on the journey with someone too. Or worse, she might just stay in that observing mode that she never really gets back into the game. So she never really learns how to receive love. Her breakthrough is when she realizes, I don't need someone who's already perfect. I need someone committed to showing up. Big difference. So the 6-2 models love through peace, through discernment, through spiritual depth. She's not here for drama. She's here for devotion. And when the right man shows up, she doesn't perform. She reveals slowly, sacredly, because trust isn't given, it's earned. Beautiful Sage, the 6-2. Okay, so now we have the 6-3, which is the flip opposite of mine, which is the 3-6. And this is the sacred rebel. This is the evolutionary lover. She's the woman who's been through everything as well, because she's a 6. And she's not ashamed of it, because she's a 3. So here's her story. In phase 1, she experimented hard, multiple relationships, big lessons, deep transformation. Boo! She took it all. People judged her. Why does she keep falling in love? But she wasn't falling. She wasn't failing. She was learning. In her second phase, she stepped back, integrated, got real with herself. She faced her patterns, her wounds. She did the healing. She faced her truth, and she emerged different. Now in phase 3, she's here, and she's wild. She's not reckless. She's free. Because the 6-3 also has that line 3, which is the experimenter. So even now, she's still evolving. She's still learning. She's still growing. But the difference is now she's not experimenting blindly anymore. Now she's experimenting consciously. So what's her pattern right now? Well, she meets someone. Yeah, sure, there's chemistry, depth, potential, but she doesn't lip like she used to. She asks the questions she didn't ask before. Can you grow with me, or do you need me to stay small? Are you attracted to my chaos or my wholeness? Do you want the wild woman or the woman who's doing the work? So as with the gift and the shadow, here's her trap. Her trap is thinking that she needs to tone down her evolution to be loved, or staying in relationships that look revolutionary but feel draining. And for her, her breakthrough is when she realizes, my mess is my medicine, my evolution is sexy, and the right man will never ask me to shrink. So the 6-3 models love through growth, through rebellion, through radical authenticity. She doesn't do safe love. She does sacred love. And when the right man shows up, he's not intimidated by her fire. He walks in it with her because he's evolving too. So here's the key difference between the 6-2 and the 6-3. The 6-2 models love through peace. The 6-3 models it through evolution. So the 6-2 will say something like, does this feel aligned? Does it honor my stillness? And the 6-3 will say, can we grow together? Can you handle my transformation? Both of these two archetypes have earned their wisdom, but they express it differently. So here's what both of them share. They're done performing. They're done proving. They're done pretending. They've lived through enough to know love isn't about chemistry. It's about alignment. And alignment doesn't mean easy. It just means that it's real. So the 6-2 won't settle for surface connection. The 6-3 won't settle for stagnant love. Both are here to show the world this is what evolved love looks like. Not perfect, not painless, but conscious. So if you're a 6-2 or a 6-3, here's what I want you to hear. Your standards aren't too high. They're earned. Your past wasn't wasted. It was curriculum. You're not behind. You are right on time because you need time to evolve. So for both of you, you're here to show us what love is, how love is possible after everything at any age when it's aligned. So that wraps up our Dating Archetype series. If you're a 6-2 or a 6-3, I want to hear from you how this is landing for you, if that tells you the trajectory of your relationship and your love life. Because here's one thing I know. Love is not random. Your design isn't random. It is sacred and it's true. And when you lean into it and you accept it and you look at it and you look at your past, you will see the truth in it. So as always, this is all about self-discovery. This is all about discernment. This is all about learning how to honor who you are by design so that you can stop chasing love and you can start receiving it. For the final time, you do not attract what you want, you attract what you be. The question is, who are you being? Or better yet, who are you becoming? Wraps up the series. Until next time, where we will start on a new series. Keep believing in yourself. Keep learning about yourself. Don't live love by default. Live it by design. I'll see you next time. This is Joan, Love by Design.